cardiac arrest or heart attack at 40. What does this mean and what does this say about our lifestyle and our health and this whole glamorized concept of health and fitness? So guys, recently we've heard about actor Siddharth Shukla passing away at the age of 40 because of cardiac arrest at his peak of his career. If you look at him, he seemed to be very fit, he seemed to be doing perfectly well, he seemed to be on a healthy diet, he was exercising a lot. So what are the factors that went wrong that he didn't even have time to buy until he reached hospital or until he could gather some medical help? So this is a time where we get intuitive and we get thinking about our concept of healthy living. Is looking fit and looking ripped and looking muscular and looking and having size 0, for example, is that an ideal definition of health? No. Health is a sound body in a sound mind. That is health. And be looking fit on the outside does not necessarily mean that you're fit on the inside. These are two different things. So to be healthy, there are 3 factors which play a major role in your day-to-day lifestyle. Number 1, and a very important, and being a doctor and a nutritionist, I would call this a number 1 factor, that is stress management and mental health. So majority of the inflammation in our body, majority of the reasons for heart issues, also for diseases like diabetes, hypertension, also it's stress. It can be mental stress and it can also be physical stress. It's both the stresses contributing equally. And when you do exercise, that is also an induced kind of stress. And if you manage your rest hours properly, then exercise is going to be right and contributing productively for your body and for your health. So make sure you're exercising moderately, make sure you're keeping your body moderately active, and make sure that your rest is also an equal priority along with healthy eating and along with other things that you do around health. So make sure that even if you're exercising, sleeping for 7 to 8 hours has to be an equal priority for you. Along with that, you must practice meditation, you must do things that make you happy, you must pursue a hobby. Being obsessive or having anxiety issue about a certain things are just going to make things worse. And by this I mean that being obsessive about how you look, being obsessive about how much you're exercising, being obsessive about how the other person is looking, being obsessive about what you're eating. In case you have a craving and you eat a piece of cake, it's okay. If you're going to stress your body over it, then your body is going to go in more damage than actually eating a piece of cake. And when it comes to diet and nutrition, it's very simple. It does not have to be very complicated. In these pandemic times, in last 2 years, we already are going through a lot of stress. We are going through the pandemic stress, which is fighting COVID already. Along with that, we are facing stress where we are quarantined, we are managing our families, a lot of people are losing their job, a lot of business are shutting down. So when there's so much stress, why do you need to be stressed about what you're eating? So it is very important to be mindful of what you're eating. You don't have to go on any diet. There are 2 things that you need to do. First of all, you need to identify between emotional hunger and physical hunger. Emotional hunger is when you're anxious and you're craving something, and you're craving a pizza or chips and you're not physically hungry, you're just craving a particular thing. Physical hunger is when you're actually hungry, when you need nutrition, when you need food, when you need carbohydrates, proteins, fats. That's actually physical hunger. So you should be able to identify whether you're emotionally hungry or you're actually physically hungry. And when you're hungry, you need to identify when are you hungry at its peak. So you can scale your hunger from level 1 to 10, 10 being very hungry, and you must eat when you're at the range of 4 or 5. So you know that you're going towards being very hungry and you eat a little before that. So try to consume salads, fruits, things that are healthy and that fill your stomach. And then after that also, if you feel like eating a piece of cake, definitely go ahead with it and have that piece of cake, but you have eaten a nourishing meal also before that. And the next thing that you need to do is you need to identify when are you hungry the most. You don't have to follow eating every 2 hours rule, or you don't have to follow the whole intermittent fasting. You don't have to go on any diet. It's very simple. Identify when you're hungry when your hunger is at its peak. So a normal human being is hungry twice a day. So you can have your brunch or the first meal when you're very hungry, and then you can eat in the evening, which is your dinner. Some people also get hungry in between, which can be your snack. So it is as simple as that, guys. So you don't have to stress over all these things, and do not consume supplements blindly. Do not consume protein shakes blindly. Do not consume anything blindly. Reach out to a professional. Get your blood work done. Everybody's diet is different. Everybody's diet depends on their body type, depends on their genetics, it depends on a lot of things. So do not go with any trend blindly. Be mindful, identify with who you are, and then find out what diet you should have, what exercise you should have, what lifestyle you should have. Everything has to be holistic, everything has to be relatable, and everything has to be sustainable. That is very important. So from this incident, which has shaken up all of us, I think it is an alarming time when you are intuitive about yourself and you reevaluate what you're doing in life, and this will have a major impact, not just on your life, it will have an impact on a lot of people's life. And if you like this video, and if you feel that this video has an important message to be shared, make sure that you share this video with your loved ones. And like we always say, always remember, it's never just a diet, it's always a lifestyle. So stay healthy, stay fit, stay grateful, and stay blessed.